Hey, it's been a long time since you guys last saw me, Cool Math Games admin, play some City Skylines. City Skylines is probably one of my favourite Paradox interactive games, and that's probably because it's not made by Paradox, it's made by a bunch of Finnish people. And you know, with a country that puts out such good games as Angry Birds and Angry Birds 2, how can we not have high hopes for City Skylines being one of the best games I've probably ever played on the channel? Oh dude, they even made Bionicle Heroes. We gotta start this game up right now. So obviously we've played quite a bit of City Skylines on the channel, and while we do have quite a few maps, I'm quite bored of them. I really feel like we need a new... Wait a second. Oh my god. Well, it looks like we got Stalin's eyebrow. You can also tell we're on a communist map because we can't comprehend the idea of money. You know what? This looks a bit too clean for me. I'm not really used to building in areas that are so untouched. Oh, there you go. Now it feels more at home. You know what? Kind of reminds me of half the cities in the UK. You see, over there in the West, they constantly lie to you about all these capitalistic things, like how roads can't go straight down, but let's be honest, they can. You know, I'm pretty sure meteors actually come with a hell of a lot of radiation, so I can't exactly imagine the effects of living in a crater. But we're Russian. We basically feed on the radiation. Oh, so I accidentally just made a giant hole where the crater used to be. But I feel like we can work with this. Geez, these people have just moved into some high real estate areas and they're already complaining about no electricity or... I'll get you some electricity and water, alright? Here we go, we just pump the water from here and we dump the sewage in our big hole we now have. Magic! Green energy's the best. I hope the mayor continues on this path of renewable... Well, you know what, Emma Smithson? Got an idea! Nuclear power, the greenest form of energy that there can possibly be. Of course, the waste is actually the non-green part, but the power, very, very green. Oh yeah, completely forgot to build a road up to our nuclear power station. Thankfully though, we can build roads just about anywhere here in Mr. Stalin land. You know, a lot of these houses keep getting burgled because I don't have a police station, because geez, that's a lot of money, and I think I might be able to narrow it down as to who's doing all the burgling by the people who haven't been burgled. And we have two roads coming into town, and as you can see, all this traffic doesn't really want to go anywhere near us, probably because of the mass amounts of radiation and just the general disarray of the town. But I feel like we need to switch this up. Once they get into the town, they'll love it so much they'll never want to leave. We'll just go ahead and delete these roads right here and we'll reroute them in a more appropriate path. Ah, that's much better. Now they'll have to go all the way through our town to leave. And we don't even have to worry about traffic because it's perfectly fine to get out of town this way. It's just not that easy to get in. You know, I gotta hand it to the police department in this town, alright? Not only do they have to face the horrors of this town, they also have to go down this 80 degrees incline to actually get any work done. A beautiful 2-bedroom condo situated 10 minutes from town comes with a spacious living recreational zone and a stunning overlook of the town. This house is a steal for any starter home. Just be careful of the pool, as one wrong splash and you'll be splashing your way into the sewage. I mean, just getting the constant entertainment of seeing all these crashes coming down this hill alone would make this house worth a nice profit. And of course everyone living here is uneducated. A lot of the people in our town are getting sick, and I'm pretty sure it can't have anything to do with the non-stop amount of flowing traffic or the sewage outlet pipes. It's probably down to all those damn vaccinations we're giving the children. This seems a little odd. You know, I'm about 55% sure that this isn't how water works. Oh, there you go. That's better. That's how water works. It creates a giant donut. You know, TBH, what I thought this town was always missing was one of those wave machines you find at water parks. Oh, those waves actually made us some sort of artificial lakes over here. That's actually pretty damn nice. I bet that raises up the value of the land by... nothing. It's also a perfect place for us to put our navy, which is also going to protect us from further incursions by foreign water. Yeah, it's kind of about time I put a hospital down, and you might worry about the traffic, but thankfully everyone that leaves can stop off at the hospital to get fixed for the radiation, and because no one's actually coming into the town, the ambulances can get about just fine. I gotta hand it to this navy, alright? It's actually keeping away all the foreign water. We haven't had a repeat occurrence of what happened before, like ever. This never happened. It's just... oh god. Oh no. I feel like this might be a little bit of trouble for our traffic flow coming into the town. You see, I told you this water wasn't right. They're literally abducting our traffic now. Like, I need that tractor. Yeah, something's definitely not right here. I just can't put my finger on exactly what that might be. Well, at least the water's convenient enough to put out our massive fire problem we're having over here. You know, I did always wonder what would win between the demonic hellspawn water from outer space and a tornado, and clearly, as you can see here, I think the tornado might have this in the back. Oh wait, no, the tornado just jumped on top of the water because even the tornado doesn't want a part of what the hell's going on here. Yeah, I think it might be a bit too late for my hellhole of a city. You know, with the massive tidal wave coming and the fact it's raining, I'm really struggling to figure out how you set yourself on fire. You know what, I retract my previous statement. This reminds me of UK cities right here. Well, surprisingly enough, actually a lot of our places did survive and we still have 114 people living here. They just can't leave. Ever, because I'm never building a road network back into this weird town. Yeah, instead of that, we need to focus on building ourselves a new town that can withstand the power of this weird foreign water that keeps appearing. Why would you want to live in this hellhole, alright? It's literally got a giant hole in the middle full of sewage water, when you could come over here and live in our new metropolis of a mega city. So obviously last time we had an issue with traffic, but this time around, if you really want to leave, you've got to go up this 90-degree slope to get out. We've also got ourselves a moat to protect ourselves from the waves, and we can also, you know, slowly fill it up with sewage water too, but that's because, you know, where else are we going to put it? Although the people living down here, I'm going to go ahead and say you might want to pull out some flood insurance because it's definitely going to get sewagey down here. Right, I'm going to be completely real with you, whoever the hell lives in this house. If you're complaining about the lack of police officers, maybe move somewhere a bit more convenient. Why are we just constantly on fire recently? How did you even get up? What started a fire up here? Oh, good news is after that fire, we went ahead and just built a fairground over it. And as you can see, this isn't sped up, by the way. This is just how fast the rides go. Okay, I checked back in on this city over here, and not only are they still alive without road network, that they're actually kind of thriving without my input. And I don't know how to feel about this. Oh, there you go. That's how I feel about it. They are literally the roaches of our era. How do they keep coming back? It just gets worse every time. There's now a giant hole in the middle of this thing, I think we had a sinkhole, but we can work with this. I'm sorry, but if you want to enter my town, you need a car that can withstand at least 5 minutes of being underwater in traffic and then go up another 80 degrees incline. I know it's quite the test, but it's definitely worth it. Oh, God. The Ferris wheel. It's got a high crime rate. What's happening at the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I had to come over and drain this because the sewage water actually completely overflowed, which was really impressive considering there was like 40 people living here. I mean, I have to hand it myself. Sure, we're minus 40k in debt constantly, but our town is absolutely booming. There's just no room to build anymore, so I did have to expand just a little bit. So in one of the old craters, we built ourselves a new metropolis. That's right, it's downtown. And sure, a wave could spontaneously come and fill this crater up, but what are the chances that happens? What a great city! I would think I'm dreaming if I didn't know otherwise, says Robert Walker. Well, Robert Walker, I think you might be dreaming because there's also just a sinkhole as you said that. This doesn't feel like a sinkhole. That does not feel like a sinkhole. What the hell, Robert Walker, have you done? Just had to jinx it, didn't you, Robert Walker? You just remember that this is the day they're going to remember as the day Robert Walker killed 20,000 people. Well, you know, it could be a lot worse. It's just a bit of water damage, alright, guys? I think we'll live through this. There's actually not that much water going into the downtown part. It could be a lot worse. Where are all the garbage trucks? Jeez. I wonder where they've gone. Okay, this time, how much worse could it get? The water's just exploding now. I guess it could get a lot worse. Why is the local government doing nothing to stop that? What do you mean, stop the fires? I'm trying my best over here. You know, some people are just incredibly ungrateful. I've done so much for this town, and how do they repay me? By writing mean tweets. Come on, guys. I'm doing my best I can do here to battle the never-ending meteors. At least we got a cool place to put our aircraft carrier now. And technically, the city did grow by 1 person. So it's all coming. It's all. Oh, never mind. I guess it's not gonna get any better. It's just It's just a bit terrible. It could be worse though. Couldn't it?